Hello, everybody. It's me, Triple H. I'm just kidding. I can't keep doing the Triple H impression. It fucking kills my throat, especially when you've been up all last night drinking and you woke up moments before you had to start the show. Everybody, it's Rumandapples, and I'm hungover, so be kind today. Just goddamn it, be kind. As always, here with CEO BlackoutMedia.net, Beeoriginaldesigns, my brother in arms. How you doing, man?
It's a great day.
Is it? Well, I think it's a better day now because we got Anton, Blackout Partner, GFX Extraordinaire with the spiffy new, ginormous drawing machine of epic proportions that makes Bee jealous and our hidden tech man, Marcel, cry in their sleep.
Hey.
Hey,
Marcel?
I don't know where Marcel is. Marcel's mic is muted. I just wanted to give him a little shout out because I know he puts in a lot of hard work. Anyways, Tone, how you doing today, man? What? He died? It's possible. It's possible. We'll get him back. Anyways, Tone, how you doing lately, man?
I'm okay. I mean, right now I'm really okay. I mean, I'm really glad that I'm talking to you guys again.
Oh, we love you. You know that. You know,
And
before we go
I
into
love you too.
Oh, I know, right? Before we go into anything, I want you just to get a little synopsis. Unless B has something that's pressing that he wants to get that for Blackout that he wants to get off his chest right now.
We have a few things about freedom that we can talk about today, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna enjoy most of it. But
Oh God, me enjoy. Okay.
First off, we have to cut off any cameras or streams we have going because it's gonna lag the stream, and I think Marcel's getting hit by it.
I can tell. I think. Oh yeah, I'm starting to get a little bad too. But Tone, if you want to turn off that screen, there. Thank you. Turn off that damn screen share, so we don't lag out. And yeah, turn off that screen
Even though
share.
it's beautiful,
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful and haunting my mind. But
yes. But we got to make sure this stream stays clear for everybody. It's the best thing to do.
I will turn from I turned to PG since
Yes. Thank you very much. He turned his screen to PG. That's fucking brilliant. Anyways, what were you going on about, my man B? Because you said something about freedom, and you said I would enjoy it. So I'm very interested to hear what's going on.
So there's a lot going on with freedom lately, and I know a lot of people in chat are going to have some opinions on this as well, because I certainly had some opinions, and they are not good opinions, but they're opinions. Freedom wants to start up a K through 12 school.
What?
What?
They want to start up basically a K through 12 school that would, replace traditional, local education with, you go to Freedom School and learn whatever you're learning, plus, about YouTube at the same time.
Call me a dumbass, but what is K-12 school?
Okay, so you're in Malta, and they probably don't have this, but it's basically the grading system here in the US. Now, they might have this in other countries as well, but in Malta, it's very likely. Marcel knows what it is. It's basically kindergarten to high school grades, K, 1, 2, 3, all the way to 12. And
Oh, okay. You mean like grades?
Yes.
Yeah.
Grade school.
Well, in
there's
Malta,
college.
we have something similar for like this. For example, instead of starting, we all start from kindergarten, but instead of grade 1, we call like year 1, 2, 3 until year 6. And that comes into a primary school, or as you call the elementary school in your own side. And after the 6th year, it will start the secondary school. It's like a Form 1, Form 2, and it keeps going until Form 5. And this is like I don't know how to say, not like, it's secondary school. It's like in elementary school, it's like join them, but in Malta, it's like elementary school, but it's split up. Like one for kids, one for teenage. And after this, you can choose like colleges, high schools, whatever you want.
Okay. So it's just a little different. It's just slightly different than what the Western Hemisphere does.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost the same thing.
Yes.
But so, okay, B, you got to explain this to me because I'm very confused. All right, does Freedom even have any business being in the education department, or is this just something that they're going to fund a part of the process or all of it, whatever they do. Are they funding something to make this happen? I'm very confused here, and I don't understand what business they have in the education community.
Yeah,
They can't run their fucking
exactly.
forum right. What makes me think
Well, I mean-
that they're going to want to fucking open a school? What are they teaching?
It gets
Or-
very controversial because a lot of the partners, there was backlash from day one.
Of course.
I do
shit.
believe that this is actually the most disliked video on the Freedom Hub channel. There's been 3, and I think they're the 3 most disliked videos ever. And obviously, if there's Freedom staff in here watching, they're going to correct me if I'm wrong. But I do believe if it is not, that it is very close to being the most disliked. Clearly, the partners are not happy with this idea. I'm not happy with this idea because, as you all know, I teach on the side, and I don't kind of like it when, you know, a YouTube network kind of goes off of, you know, their area of expertise and wants to go into education. It's like, okay, now maybe you want to do education, but you should, you know, maybe fund people that are doing a better job. If you want to educate them about film, hey, send them to film school, send them to art school. Don't,
Yeah, just-
you know, open your own and expect people to come all the way to the Philippines to learn from you guys. It's just not going to happen.
No, it's
Look,
not going to happen.
No, this sounds really, really terrible. I mean, if someone wants to learn new stuff, just go to school, go to course, learn on tutorials on YouTube, not just risking yourself just to be a failure. I mean, you're risking yourself if you do that. I mean, I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
I mean, I mean, you're starting to make that they're gonna create their own school. They're
Oh.
risking themselves.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a huge risk. I mean,
Be right back, 2
here's the
seconds.
question. Take your time. Here's the question. Who's capable of lecturing them? That is the question.
Apparently there's a time out because his OBS died.
It completely died.
My
do you-
OBS didn't die. My OBS is still working.
Okay, just revived and streaming up.
Yeah,
at
just
full
refresh.
power now.
Just refresh the stream and it'll come back. This
Okay.
is a big problem that Twitch, and just shortly I'll say this. This is a big problem that Twitch is still having. I mean, you go to Hitbox, you go to Beam Pro, you go to any of these other places, you're not going to encounter the
that's
amount
sad.
of fucking pain in the ass stream complications that you have with Twitch. And a fair argument is that they are just they're big and they need a lot of server space. They need a lot of bandwidth to do this, right? But still, you still think about it with the amount of money they fucking got now, especially since they've been bought by Amazon. You think that these things would have been improved by now. But that's another topic for another day. When it comes to this school stuff, man, Anton brings up a good point, man. There's so many other sources and places people can go to get their education. I mean, there's commercials on television all the time, and even on the internet.
There's a lot.
About
I mean,
internet colleges or local colleges, or just there's all sorts of educational programs. If not next to you or in your local area, they're at your fucking fingertips. We have online colleges now that are recognized by actual places. So why would Freedom want to open this up? That's my biggest question to them. They have no business doing this.
For me, I'm sorry to say, but it's really pointless. I mean, there's a lot of education around us. There are many great lectures that they can even start from the letter A. I mean, here's another question to say. Are they capable to learn to the other people?
You mean
Are they capable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could they be good teachers?
I mean, I want to tell you my brief story about about in my school.
Okay.
I used to know Maya for like 3 years. And recently I had a lecturer, he's a dickhole. And no, I have to tell you how dickhole he is. If someone doesn't know Maya, he hates you. If someone who is better than him, he hates you. I'm in the part that I'm better than him, and he hates me. I mean, I'm not joking. I really hate this guy. I would kick him in the nuts until it gets a scrambled eggs.
Oh my
I don't
god,
care.
no! Oh,
I
that's
will
painful.
Hadouken his balls.
I will Hadouken
Hadouken
his balls. Oh
balls.
my god, that is just terrifying. That's
And
terrifying.
here's the best part. Here's the best part. He decided to, for example, make a video he decided to make a video of like how to make a face. Do you know how long it took to make a face?
No, I
It
don't.
doesn't have neck. He took around 3 fucking hours.
What, to make a
You
face?
hear him, yes, in Maya, without eyes and those.
Oh,
And he was always mumbling and mumbling and mumbling. And one of them, like, what did you learn special? Well, I learned how to be aggressive. That's all. And I came up like, I made a face, and he said, like, how long did you took to make a face? Like, I took like 18 minutes.
right.
It's the first time I made a face.
Right. First time you make a face takes you under 20 minutes. He's been doing this for years, it looks like, as a teacher. Took him 3 hours. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Be jealous of
And
that.
he,
All right.
he always insults other students, this is the only thing I really hate about. I mean, for example, there's many types of 3D designing like Maya, 3D Max, Blender, and stuff.
Yeah.
If someone tell that he know how to use 3D Max, he will flip the fuck out of him.
Why? Why is he so angry? He seems like a very angry person.
Oh, this
Not
teacher would
angry.
hate me. He'd hate me.
No, not angry. He's over jealous for no reason. I mean, why the fuck he always being angry and jealous and those stuffs? And here's the first question: why the fuck he's a teacher for? And that's the only thing I'm asking. Why? If someone, for example, in Blackout is not capable of learning someone else, like, hey, I got an idea, just forget the program you're using, but I will use the other one. This will really fuck up. Or for example, if someone insults you or something else, it's not a good thing. And this is what I'm afraid of if you might open quote unquote school. And by the way, what type of school? Is it an online school or is it a local school?
Oh, we
Okay,
don't even
so-
know.
No. We you guys don't know. 'Cause
I
you
don't
haven't seen
know.
the video. I have a little bit of information.
Yeah, let's get
so,
the info on this first before we go any further.
Basically, what they want to do, and this is George's vision, is he would like to start a school to educate people about YouTube from a younger age, or
Oh my God!
And-
No.
Hold on, let him
no.
finish. Let him finish. I want to hear this. I agree with
Okay,
you,
no-
Tony.
let's see, he knows what I'm talking about. And see, he comes from a really, fine art environment, because obviously he's in game design, I'm in graphic design. We've both been to higher schooling for what we do. And I'm pretty sure he can testify as well that if you're a young person, you are not ready to be doing this kind of thing. And mostly it's because of, like if you're 12 years old, most 12-year-olds do not have the mental capability to hold a camera properly. They don't have the attention span. And yeah, as much as I am, kind of like encouraging people to start designing young, because creativity is much better when you're younger and you can learn a lot quicker. It's not always the best idea, but they want to start a physical school. Like I actually saw the building they were looking at. They want to start a physical school in the Philippines, K through 12, where they would have like Stanford curriculum there, but they also want to incorporate teaching about YouTube and film and stuff like that into there. I'm like, no. If you want to teach someone about this stuff, you send them to a professional art school or a film school,
Yes.
like
Or
Cal
just
Arts.
find a tutorial. Just find a tutorial on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I mean, like,
Um,
if you really wanted to learn design, and I mean, like, if you want to learn barebone, you could watch the stuff on Blackout and learn barebone in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, you very well could. And then from there, if you wanted to expand your knowledge base, it could lead into going to an actual school for this. And at the end of the day, when I really think about this idea, I'm almost at a loss for words. The one word that comes to my mind constantly in this whole situation is, why would you do it? why would you do
Yeah.
something that not only would take a lot of money, to build and construct? You also have to realize that the low turnout, that's going to be very realistic considering your partner base. The partner base is very
Yes.
young. I'm probably one of the oldest people as just a regular partner, not a staff member or nothing. And freedom in
But
general.
here's the question.
Yo.
It's not, for example, how much you spend on it. I mean, that's one of them. How much you spend on this building. Second, the taxes. The third one is the billings, like the bills of electricity and water. And also, don't remind it that you have to pay for the lecturers unless they're volunteers.
That's very true as well. That's another thing we have to consider. So,
I
if
mean, like-
if this was gonna happen, I'm sorry, B. If this was gonna happen, we have to consider the cost and then how much people would actually be showing up to this. I doubt that people are going to be moving in flocks to the Philippines. I really don't see that happening. Anyways, as to your point, B.
I mean, my suggestion, and I actually put this in the comments for the video. I was like, now, if you would like to open up a facility where people could come and learn about, advanced filmmaking or design, that's one thing. But K through 12 is just not going to happen. And I specifically said this. It's like, you guys want to do this, but you've canceled so many things for your partners. You've killed off so many great staff members that made your network good. And now,
Yes, that's the point.
they want to go and spend all this money now. Keep in mind, Anton's going to know this firsthand because he goes to a design school as well for game design. But, I mean, to get the equipment to do this kind of stuff is expensive. Imagine having to buy 30 of my computers minimum to have a full class. And, you would have to, of course, pay the instructor, which honestly, in some cases, could cost more than the computers themselves, especially if they wanted to hire me, because I'm not cheap and I'm not going to the Philippines without a lot of money.
No, that's very
Okay,
true.
let me tell you one thing. And this one you didn't even knew about this. Do you know how much I paid to go in school?
I don't know how things work in Malta. I don't know, like,
You will be surprised.
700
I-
potatoes.
honestly, I would expect it to be cheap, but
Actually, it's less than cheap. It's fucking free. I go for free.
probably because your government pays it.
No.
No?
Well, no, because first of all, I have the supplementary. That's because I don't have parents, and so they reduced a lot. And they said like, you know what? We'll make it for free. I showed my work. I mean, here's the thing. I'm in the higher national diploma, and here's the only problem. Like, okay, the school is free, but here's the problem. The only thing I'm really worried about is if they started if they're like, I'm sorry to say, like terrible artists, like someone who pretends to be an artist, like, hey, guess what? I made an art, and you realize it's a traced art, and this is the only thing I don't really like about. That's the chat is really amazing, by the way.
Oh, God. For people who don't know, Anton, as he's speaking, is currently constructing this very fucking funny picture of Bee that we will post on the internet for everybody to see when it's done. And anyways.
And here's the thing. The only problem is they accept people like, okay, I know how to draw. And yes, they are potatoes because they don't know which one of the arts are traced or not. Like, oh, wait a minute. It's not like the type of person, like a very strict person, like, okay, where did you get that? Like, oh, I did myself. Like, bullshit, you got that from DeviantArt, you motherfucker. No, they just like, no, they let them. And trust me, half of the students in my class, oh my God.
Oof.
Some of them, they don't even know how to draw a fucking stick figure.
Okay,
I mean,
so
I would love it. I mean, if someone can make an animation about this, it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
the
Anyway.
problem I'm seeing then with your school is not the fact of the cost, it's the fact of qualification.
That's it.
Well, see,
So-
well,
I mean-
this is also another interesting point when it comes back to the Freedom School that they're potentially trying to open up. Did they give like a date, or is this just like a conception idea that George wanted to put forward?
This is so far an idea. I don't believe that they've acted on this idea, and honestly, I hope they don't
Yeah, I
because the
certainly hope
partners
not.
clearly do not want this.
Yeah,
And
I certainly hope not.
if they want to move forward on this, they should, rethink how they're going to do it, and maybe instead of opening a school for K through 12, open up a more advanced school and hire some, reliable professors from around the world and possibly put the building somewhere that isn't, in a third world country. You know what I mean? I mean,
Well, no, that does make sense. I mean,
Look, for me,
your
it's
central
not a good
location should
idea.
be. Well, I know it's not a good idea. I think all of us are in agreement that this is not a good idea. I mean, I just hear about this, and once again, first thing that comes to my mind is why. The second one is how much is it going to cost. The third reason, which I think should be moved to number 2, is why the fuck would it be in the Philippines? I do not believe that the majority of Freedom Partners are based in the Philippines. I think they're spread out everywhere across the world, possibly most in the United States. It's obviously promoted to that hemisphere. It's clearly promoted to that hemisphere. Don't get me wrong. I know it's international, but I don't think a bunch of fucking Americans are going to move over there. I doubt it. What's your theory here? I want to hear this.
Okay, so I have a few theories actually of why they would do this. One would be that the Philippine government has some sort of program where if they start this school and get enough people involved or enough people to move to the Philippines and make it more of a successful country, that Freedom would get money from the government. So
maybe
that's one theory I got.
Here's my thing. Here's my biggest thing about all of this, but do we really expect people, any type of people? This is not only a decision to go to school. This is a decision about changing your residence. This is about changing where you live, how you live. I mean, this is I don't even
You gotta
think.
spend more.
Yeah, I don't think people are even considering the culture difference of the Philippines to the United States or to Malta or to the fucking Netherlands, wherever you're from. If you're going to a different culture, it's gonna take you time to adjust. I understand if that's your thing, that's your thing. But shit, do they really think people? Does Freedom honestly think people are in droves are gonna fucking come over, or enough to make them this break even? I don't think so. I really don't. B, do we got anything else on the Freedom plate right now? Because you got me kind of hooked right now. This is interesting.
Okay,
it really is.
As far as Freedom specific goes, I do believe we are done. However, we do have a bit of blackout news.
Sure.
And it's not big news, but it's significant enough to where those.
I'm sorry, it's more stupid than big. I mean, I'm sorry.
Wait, which?
The school one, that's really one of the dumbest news I've ever heard. More dumber than a Fox News.
I mean, Freedom does a lot of stupid shit, and we've learned this. And they do a few good things.
They do good things too.
The
Don't get me
forums are
wrong.
one of the good things, but they do a few good things. This was just really stupid, and they're gonna feel it later. But on good news, so those of you that watch the show and have been watching for a while, you will know that we announced a long time ago a WoW guild. Now, Freedom went and copied our idea, and kind of started their own WoW guild. So now we have a new idea that we are going to do that Freedom hasn't done yet, and if they dare copy this one, I'm gonna let them have it. Because I'm done. I'm not having that shit. So now we actually have our own guild on Star Wars The Old Republic. Me and JJ actually are playing on there. So if you want to come and hang out with me, JJ, and whoever else.
Thank you, Desire Wow.
Yeah. Desire knows what's going on. But yeah, for those of you that want to come on Star Wars The Old Republic and hang out with me and JJ, we are on the Sith side. And we are on the Bastion server. I do believe if we do a Republic side guild that it's going to be on Jedi Covenant because I want to have, my high-level characters kind of leading and helping people out. Yes, Star Wars The Old Republic, we had a question. It is free to play. Anyone can play this game. Now, there is a pay-to-play option, and there is, of course, items you can buy on the game that can...
By the way, I have a small question to ask. I mean, I've been thinking about it.
Sure.
How about, for example, if I noticed there's a lot of Let's Players. I mean, there's a lot of great Let's Players that we know in Freedom. For example, Rum is fucking amazing. Nicholas, oh, you know. I mean, how about if, for example, like I don't know if you guys have like, for example, making like a console games Let's Play apart from Nintendo because you know that bullshit of YouTube policy. But how about if, for example, that someone should send a request like, "Hey, I wish you, you know, play this game." I mean, what do you think? Or if it's already there, sorry then.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about a what do you call it? A suggestion Let's Play series that we could post on Blackout?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right. I get what you mean now. Yeah. No, we don't have anybody currently tied to that because we haven't had anybody who's been, you know, no one's volunteered and we haven't found anybody yet who we think can, you know, take the time outside their own channel and their necessary day to day to do this. Now, it's a good idea.
It would
No,
be
it's a good
awesome.
idea. I don't deny that that's not a good idea. And it's something that I think we'll have to talk about in the future with, you know, like Bee and myself and others. I do think it's a good idea, though. But, oh, fucking Freedom. Really? They took the WoW Guild thing idea? Okay. In all honesty, they didn't steal our idea, B. Okay? Everybody makes guilds. All right? Like, they've done... don't they have a guild already on something else?
Well, the first guild they made was World of Warcraft, and they announced this
That's what it was.
about a few days after we did. So it's clear that they took the idea. Clear. There's no question. But now, if they steal it again, we can call them out for doing it twice. So
No.
it
You got a
kinda
good
works in our
point.
favor.
You have a good point. I didn't realize that it happened within days after we talked about it, that we wanted to move forward with this. Now, you know, it's kind of like shame on us in a way because we do a fucking, you know, talk show. We do a fucking podcast every Wednesday, basically telling the business of what we want to do in the future. And sure, of course, our ideas are going to get picked. That doesn't matter. That's fine with me. Here's the thing, you know, but here's the funny part though, that should make us feel a little better about this. If Freedom is cherry picking our ideas, that tells us that they pay attention to this show, so that they hear our actual criticism. So that's important. Now, if
They hear our criticism, they clearly see our ideas, and they clearly think we're doing the right thing. So,
well, you know what? If we're getting cherry picked by Freedom, we must be doing the right thing, man. I'll tell you. God knows how many other people have had this happen to them. I have no idea. But when it comes to the Star Wars Old Republic Guild, I think, yeah, I guess I'll make a character at some point in time. I'll be like a low-level asshole just running around with a gun because I don't want to use a lightsaber. That's it. Yes, the light sword.
you're gonna be like the only one running around with a gun. In,
Am
like,
I-
a
am
guild
I
of,
really?
like, Jedis and Siths.
Really?
Seriously.
All you guys are like Jedis and Siths and
No,
shit?
like, literally, we have 4 people in the guild right now, and we all use lightsabers.
And you all use lightsabers. So I'd be the lone asshole running around with a gun. I'm totally signing up for this. I have
We're
to
gonna
do this
wreck
now.
you.
I don't
I'm gonna
care.
wreck you as soon as you get on the game.
I don't give a
100%
fuck.
wreck you.
Do I care? No. I got things in real life to do. Son of a bitch. Oh no, JJ just said they announced it literally the next day. That's bad. That's not fair. But no, guys,
Can you
I
imagine?
really do recommend this. Hold on a second, Tone. I really do recommend this. No, it's good. No, I hear you, man. I do recommend we get on Star Wars: The Old Republic. We gotta fucking do this. We got to get in on this, man, because it's a free game and it's a game every single partner can get unless they don't have a computer. Which why would they not have a computer if they're watching this right now? Unless they're actually on their tablet. But I'm getting too far into it.
Me and JJ play this addictively. So, for anyone that wants to come on and play a game with either of us, that's the best way to do it right now. And of course, you get to support the network, and it's a fun game. So, there's that.
Oh, okay. So there's that. Alrighty. I
can
mean, fair
imagine.
enough. I can imagine too. I'm thinking about this.
Actually,
What's up?
what I'm saying is, I can imagine the Bee will run, you know, from all the weapons that exist. He chose a dildo.
Yeah, that's pretty true, man. He chose a fucking light up dildo. Legit. That's what he chose. He says, I can have a gun, but fuck it. I want a light up dildo saber. Fuck it. We're Saints Rowing this motherfucker.
You know, for example,
Or a
how the
bong
lightsabers
saber.
do. You know
Wait.
how the lightsaber sounds when it lights up like
Yeah.
him. All you can hear is vibration. Like,
Is
oh my god.
Actually,
Yeah,
fun
that's right.
fact about the lightsaber on one of my new characters, it actually does sound like that.
It's true.
It's true. Oh man, we were just playing. We were
Man,
thinking that was a
wow.
joke. Now you made it all real. Now I gotta see this. Now I gotta see this dildo saber that he's made. Wait, you can make your own lightsaber in that game?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Oh my
I'm not a what do you call it? I'm not a MMO guy per se. I play them when I have to review them or fucking figure stuff out about them, but goddamn, I'm not heavy into it. No, what Jesus, I'm still a little befuddled about that whole freedom deal. Especially because they took it. I understand why they would take it. It's just of all the games.
So, here's another one for you because
Sure.
you do a lot of voice work. I'm pretty sure you're gonna love
Yeah,
this one.
I
Me and
still do
JJ
my
actually
voice work.
played this game, and we were playing last night, and something happened with his character. The voice bugged out, or they hired another voice actor for just this one line, and his character went full British, like full British. It was just amazing what happened
Just
after
one
this.
line.
Like, yeah, he recorded it too, and I think honestly, if the demand is high, we might be able to get JJ to record a Let's Play with me on that game. So if the demand is high, maybe JJ will do that with me, and we can have a huge Let's Play. He actually made a character named Nicki Minaj to play with one of my new characters.
Oh God.
Right now, he's in chat drilling me because I spent 100K on a lightsaber for level 1.
What? I don't even understand why that's bad, but I'm assuming it is bad.
It's bad.
Okay, why then answer this claim. Why the hell did you buy it for 100K?
I wanted
Because
the
it's not
cosmetic.
spelling, that's why.
No, because like when you start the game, you have like a training sword that like lights up like this really ugly yellow, and you know it's really ugly. It looks like a stick with glowing, and I
So
just
it's a
wanted it.
kendo stick with fucking lights on it. Jesus.
So I wanted my lightsabers. So you know I don't care how much I have to pay. I want to look good.
Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. Don't you get one? I mean, wouldn't you get one anyway throughout the game?
And about 7 levels, yeah, but I didn't want to wait.
Oh, 7 levels. Come on, man. And every single fucking MMO, like 1 through 20 is a breeze.
I have no patience.
I don't have patience. Well, yeah, clearly when you play Skyrim, or I mean mod, you just play mod and you area attack everybody and kill the whole fucking village. But
I'll record that someday.
You please do. I would love to see you do that. That'd be fucking hilarious. But no, as we were talking about, guys, if you want to join the Blackout Media, Star Wars, the Old Republic Guild, how the fuck would they do that? Because I don't know, so I'm gonna let you do it. Someone who does know.
Okay, so if you want to join and you want to play Sith, all you have to do is go to the server called the Bastion. It's a PvP server, and you just make a Sith, or you know, like just go for the Empire as your faction, and you can make a Sith warrior, fucking sorcerer, whatever the hell you want to make. Go gun like Rum and get killed. I don't care.
Yep, that's right.
If you want to be on the Imperial side, you have to go to that server. If you want to be on Republic, the guild is not finalized on Republic, but if we get enough people to play Republic, I'll make a guild on Jedi Covenant. So go to Jedi Covenant if you want to play Republic, and make sure to add me there. And if you want to play Imperial, head over to the Bastion and add me there.
This is gonna be interesting. I mean, it's installed on my computer now, so I'll probably get to it after the stream's over. But still, god damn, that's interesting. That's gonna be interesting to see who shows up in the fucking Blackout Star Wars guild. I can only imagine what's going to happen.
We actually
I'm
have
already
a guild
dreading
called
it.
the Blackout Order.
The Blackout Order. Why does that sound like people? Just no.
Templars.
Yeah,
So-
we sound like evil people.
JJ just reminded me that people don't know my character name. So if you are gonna be with Imperials, just add Ricky Mara to your friends list.
Ricky Mara.
RIKIMARA. So it's really, really simple. I'll make sure it's in the description for you guys
Sure.
too. And for Republic, the name is completely ridiculous. So I will make sure that's in the description for you guys to decipher it in your own manner.
Ricky Mara?
Yeah.
Jeez, Ricky Mara. You know how confusing that actually sounds to me? You sound like a dive bar in like downtown Detroit. So let's go to Ricky Mara's, man. No,
Wait,
no.
Mara. How does it spell Mara?
Rikimara.
Mara means woman.
Really?
In my language, it means woman.
So
Mara.
so B is now named Ricky Woman.
Yes.
That makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah, see, Taquito Saka just said Ricky Martin. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Ricky Martin. That's who it is. Yep.
Oh,
I can't even pronounce what Blaze just put in the chat. That's absolutely ridiculous. But
Rick. Oh, Rick.
I have no fucking clue. But okay, all right. Back to the
High five, please.
back to the point though, and what we were talking about earlier. B, did you want to not alleviate? The fuck am I talking about? Did you want to elaborate on any more news for Blackout? I mean, I know we had something small to talk about the guild, but I mean, there's got to be something in that brain of yours that you want to break out to the partners, because I love it when you do. It's fun. You know, it's good stuff. That's what they want. That's what they come here to hear for. You know, they don't come here to listen to me yell at everybody for nonsensical reasons. I seriously doubt that.
We don't have any huge announcements to make. Of so far, the guild right now is all we really have to talk about.
Right.
But we do have a lot of questions, and this one looks like it's for you about Patreon. So I hope you can give us some insight on
read
that.
it out to me, my man. I appreciate it.
It says, Rum, I have a question for you. In your channel, you talk about Patreon. Can you please tell us if Patreon is good for some other Blackout partners, and how does it work?
Well, Patreon is essentially a GoFundMe with the option of having a monthly donation service, right? So if you want to support me, for example, and you want to donate $1, well, just understand that when you donate that, it's going to be once a month you're donating $1 to me. And what that does is, in my situation, is it helps me pay for post-production. It helps me pay for better equipment. If I have a broken mic stand, for example, it would really help me to get a different one so I can have a better rig. Now, I could buy that on my own, but with the fact that I spend a lot of money on, you know, costs, equipment, post-production, microphones, etc., everything I have to do to make my show possible and all those types of things, it's just something, if you want to support me, you're able to do a monthly donation. If you didn't want to do monthly, you can always go directly to a PayPal. But as far as Patreon being good, all right, I'll explain it like this. Patreon is really good if you have a higher viewership. If you're in a higher echelon of your viewership or your subscriber base, because that's when it really starts to what do you call it? I guess that's when it really starts to pay off in the end. You know, and it's also what you're using it for. You got to be very clear to what people are using, what their money's going to be spent on. You know, I tell people, even in my own Patreon, it's like, you know, where does my money go? Well, it goes to my post production, it goes to equipment, it goes to everything I can do to make the show better, right? You know, that's what it goes to. And now, as far as the service, once again, I'll reiterate, it's not going that well for me because I'm lower on the totem pole, as far as you know, level of how notoriety and how big people know me. You know, I'm not really that known in the internet world, which is surprising in a way because you think a shithead like me would get a lot more attention, you know. But all in all, here's the thing: it doesn't hurt to start a Patreon. It doesn't hurt because every now and then, like I just had someone hit me up and said, "Hey, I want to donate, but I don't want to donate monthly. Is there another source I can go to where I could just donate a couple dollars whenever I have it?" I'm like, absolutely. Yes, Marcel, you're right. It can be monthly or per new video or per new video. But I didn't want to do per new video because I release so many goddamn videos a week that'd be ridiculous. So for me, and for anybody who listened to me, which I know a lot of people can't donate. Money's fucking tight. Economy sucks. Just how it is. If I did it per video, people wouldn't even think about donating because I'm not big enough on the food chain. Now, if I do it monthly and I say, hey, just donate $1, donate $5. If you donate this much, I can dedicate a whole segment to you, and not just one segment that I was going to talk about anyway. I'm talking about something big that you wanted to hear me talk about in length, and I would do that. There's all sorts of options and rewards you could set for your partners. So it is good, and I hope that does answer your question. B, we got a question for you, and it says, we already talked about sponsorship and why we are getting rejected for no reason. So can Blackout make a list for us and help us to get some?
Oh, okay. So, in answers to that question, and for those people that maybe were not part of the chat that we had, the reason people get denied for these sponsorships is not because they are not meeting the requirements. It is because these sponsors are not going by the requirements. Now, these are requirements that you must meet to even apply. Like, they will not even look at you if you do not have these requirements. It's proven. But if you do have these requirements, they look at you, they look at your content, and then they themselves will make the decision, do we want to waste our time or no? And some people, for example, Kaz, I believe, has a sponsorship with Gandius. He's one of those people where they said, hey, we're going to take a chance and we're going to sponsor this guy. Now, there are other people like Aka who meet requirements but do not receive sponsorships, and this is likely because the company does not want to take a chance on that specific partner, or because they don't have any more to give. As far as what you can do to help you get some sponsors, I honestly, I would say the first thing and probably the best thing you can do is make connections. Become friendly with the companies you would like to work with, because if they know about you, eventually they're going to come to you. At some point or another, you probably will get something from them. And anything other than that, really, it's honestly, you just need to look for and find what companies are searching for, and just, make sure that you can provide what they're searching for.
May I have a question after you speak?
Yeah, sure. Go
No,
for it.
after you speak.
No, go for it.
I have a small question. I know it's nothing have to do with the blackout and stuff, but it's a question for you guys and for someone in the chat.
Sure.
I have two questions. What is your favorite game company, and what is your worst the least favorite game company?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'll let B start this one off.
Okay.
Don't say Blizzard for either.
I hate you right now. I hate you right now. So Rum had to just go and ruin my day, so I can't say Blizzard. Now, for those of you who know me, I will say Blizzard, because Blizzard is my favorite developer. Not only because they make amazing storyline, amazing art, but I dare I say they make the best game cinematics ever in this entire world. So Blizzard would have to be my favorite developer. If not Blizzard, then it would probably come down to From, I believe they're called, the makers of Dark Souls. So
From Software, those are awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, so From Software, they're amazing developers. I love their games, especially the Souls series.
So what would be your least favorite?
Well, least favorite? EA.
Yeah.
You already know this.
Of course.
Now, as much as I love Star Wars, EA is the worst company in this entire world.
Yeah, I agree.
That's true. That's very true. What about you, Tone? You gave the question, so I want to hear your answers, my man.
I think few people know this. I have two favorite companies. And you know it, one of my favorite company is Double Fine.
Yep.
It's so fucking amazing. Psychonauts, it's one of my favorites. I remember it's so beautiful, it's very original. Even the gameplay and the story is really, really solid. The other company that is one of my favorite, and it is actually my absolute favorite, it's Platinum Games.
Okay.
Also know, before Platinum Games, it used to be called Clover Studio, and they made 3 fucking awesome games. Celine will go crazy if I say that name. They made God Hand, Beautiful Joe, and one of my very favorite game, Okami, and it's so gorgeous. And the Platinum Games, it's like a step up, and they made so much amazing games like Bayonetta series, Vanquish, Metal Gear Rising, a lot of stuff. I mean, they're doing great games. I mean, I think some chats know about this. So let's talk about the worst. The worst of all is Ubisoft. I
Ha!
hate Ubisoft.
Ubisoft. Boo.
I fucking hate Ubisoft. Well, I mean, okay. The first fuck up they made, I remember they made, for example, you remember Rayman? You guys played Rayman, if I guess, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I still play Rayman.
And I remember that when they made the launch of the Nintendo Wii, not the Wii U, they supposed to make another Rayman, and I thought it was Rayman 4. They made the commercial the first commercial like, oh my god, it looks super different. Like it's like the after sequel of Rayman 3. You're gonna fight these new monsters, like they're fucking weird, as we call rabbits, these half retarded bunnies. And and I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to get this game. When they launched it and I got this game, guess what? It's all mitigated. It doesn't have to do with this game. It's a huge lie. Like,
Oh.
son of a bitch, Ubisoft. You know how Ubisoft are today. Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed,
Yeah, they're the
Unity,
masters of the
know.
fuck it button.
I mean, they're jerking off for the same game. Like, oh my god, we're like, sure, the first Assassin's Creed is boring. The second one is fucking amazing, and it continues. And I was thinking like, when it's gonna stop? They're milking like Call of Duty.
No, that's
Oh my
true.
god, it's really tiring. Okay, so what is your favorite company? Rum.
Oh God, you have to make me decide on a company I actually do like. Oh Jesus.
We asked our.
Oh, I know. I just thought I could avoid this question for another 10 minutes and then cut the show and never have to answer it. In all honesty, I really don't have a favorite. But if I had to choose one that doesn't offend me on a daily basis, it would be Valve. Valve has done a lot of good for the gaming community, way more than bad. And if I had to pick for at least a one I don't like out of all of them, I'd probably have to say Activision right now. Activision right now is taking my top list, and here's why. Activision has done so much damage to the industry, especially with putting out this yearly Call of Duty that is the same fucking game over and over again. And on top of it, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare was the clearest cut indication that they have run out of ideas. I really believe that. I'm sorry. But Advanced Warfare? No. This is advanced weaponry. Let's think about what warfare really is nowadays. It's a lot of bombing and a lot of drone strikes. So there's less and less people on the battlefield. Now, I will never take away the fact that the people who do go over there and are willing to die for us and all that shit, that's honorable. That's scary. I can't even imagine that. So they get all the respect.
Speaking of Valve, did you realize that HTC and Valve are gonna make their own virtual reality?
Yeah, and it's a stupid idea. No, it's
you
a
know
dumb
what
idea.
HTC
No. Let me just get this out. And I know you got legitimate reasoning for thinking why it's a possibly good idea. Just saying, man, we've already mastered what humans want to interact with games, okay? It's either keyboard and mouse or your fucking buttons with your thumbs. We've already mastered the best interaction we can get. I don't want to strap some funny-looking fucking scuba goggles on my goddamn head that they're going to charge me $2,000 for just so I can go, woo, I can look around. Oh, it's amazing. No, that's not why. I don't want that. I don't want that shit.
You know what's really I want to be honest, I have the Google Cardboard
Okay.
for free.
Well, you got it for free.
And when
No
I
harm,
try-
no foul.
It's better free than nothing than spending
Exactly.
shit on it.
Exactly.
And when I tried to put my phone in it, yeah, it works. But the only problem is after 15 seconds, I got vomit. I was vomiting. Like, oh my god, what the fuck they made that?
It's gonna be
it's
real damaging for
dumb.
people.
It's dumb. I mean, sure, every time they make a new virtual reality, like, but what about real life? They have amazing graphics, but I know they have a lot of bugs. But hey,
Hey, we gotta be honest. Real life does have very good graphics. Very real, right? Who would have thought reality looked real? Son of a bitch. But you know what?
You feel real, you know.
Well, I do when I'm drunk, or maybe that's just a weird feeling I think when I'm drunk. But hey, check it out. Check it out. Here's something that I've always wanted that would completely changed my mind on virtual reality and stuff like that. Okay? Everybody watches Star Trek, right?
Yeah.
You know where I'm going with this. You know where I'm going with this. We need the fucking holodeck. We need the holodeck. That's where gaming needs to go. To where all we got to do is computer run simulation B getting milk teats leaked on him by an anime chick with a penis. That's what we got to do.
Well,
that is the shit that we need to be making, not just torturing
We have something very close, but it's that terrible thing. It's called the Microsoft Kinect.
Yeah, I realize that, but that's not the holodeck. That's where gaming I think should go. In all honesty, it really should. I would just really love it if we were able to go in and say, computer, start fucking This War Is Mine, and then it starts and you're actually in the game of This War Is Mine. You know, or like or if we go holodeck, start Smite. JJ will like that because then he gets to be the big bulking behemoth using the sword or whatever he's doing. Or if B goes into his holodeck and he goes holodeck, start hentai. I mean start World of Warcraft, and then he becomes this thing and he's riding on his mount flying through the air. Would that not be much better than putting on some fucking $2,000 pair of scuba goggles? Seriously, folks.
No, actually, B would be like, holodeck. Show me a cooking instruction of octopus. Checking history. Checking octopus hentai. No! God damn it!
See, this is possible. And B's already checked out. Like, he's already checked out. When I do the outro, it might be the only time we'll hear him for the rest of the day. He's done with me today. I can totally tell. But virtual reality is just no. I don't want the VR headsets. End of the day, don't want them. I'd rather have us work into this area where we don't have to put anything on our heads. If anything, we slip into like a Lycra bodysuit and have like sensors all over us, and we move around, and you can make anything from your hand to your fucking cock piece to be the goddamn shoot button. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I finished drawing the quick sketch of him, by the way.
Oh, that's very nice. So, Marcel, if you want to be so kind and put that in the chat for everybody to check it out or post it on Twitter so we can all retweet it and smile. Because that's awesome, and that's the type of stuff we want. See, Blaze brings up a good point. He wants holographic arrays. I would agree. I want holographic arrays.
Yeah.
That'd be badass. Like, that'd be really cool. See, now, don't get me wrong. You know, we're already really dabbling in holographic technology anyway. We've recreated Michael Jackson. We've recreated Tupac. All right, I don't think
gorillas.
And the gorillas. And there's that
I love gorillas.
There's that. What's that? B knows the answer to this. Sorry. There's this whole thing of where it's like people pay money to watch simulation holograms sing songs or whatever.
Hatsune Miku.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, Hatsune Miku. God damn it. Why do you guys know this shit? That's so fucking obscure and bizarre. It's so strange. And maybe I'm just behind on the trend. It probably did. It's just, I might be behind on those trends, but maybe those are trends I shouldn't be associated with because I just can't. Yeah, Hatsune Miku. Are you fucking shitting me? What is that? That is something that confuses me. But when it comes to holograms, look, we can already make those, right? So we're only a certain amount of steps away from creating fully integrated gaming holograms, or fully integrated game hologram.
About the Hatsune Miku shit.
Oh God, okay.
Hologram.
Yeah.
That's a really good concept, I have to be honest.
It is. I'm not saying it's a bad concept.
No.
I just think it's batshit. It is. I just think it's batshit crazy that people pay that much money to watch virtual characters jump up and down. I can't get behind that. I'm sorry. I don't care how well the person's singing. If you want to go celebrate that person, go watch them sing in real fucking life. That's just the thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I see.
Good job.
Yeah, Marcel did if you look at the chat there, everybody wants to take a look at that chat. Yeah, thank you oh my God, Hatsune Miku. Ugh. That's so gross.
Oh, by the way, a lot of people always feel horny about Hatsune Miku. Here's the worst part. As the some of them, like we are both not like, for example, luckily not like B, like, okay, we make fun making hentai jokes, but there's some of them are really into it.
Yeah, I mean, don't
Here's
get
the
me
worst
wrong,
part.
folks. I don't really believe B is like, balls deep in a fucking sex doll every night. That's ridiculous for me to say, but there really are people out there like that who are that obsessed.
Like Christian.
Really?
Yeah.
So
you never heard about the guy called Christian?
no.
I am.
I stay off the media.
Show,
If I like after the show, what'd you say?
I can tell you. I can tell you. I mean, after the show, so you can understand, and because it's a really long story. As the people are really insane about Hatsune Miku, and on depends on their information that what I saw, she's just 16.
Oh, that's gross. Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. No. We're not. No. Not no more. No more. That's bothersome.
No more.
That's troubling. That is truly fucking disturbing.
Okay.
I watch a lot of horror movies. I think I can handle shit, but god damn, that's just
I love horror movie.
that is fucking fear-inducing. All right, but we're about to end off, but we got a couple minutes left. So I actually wanted to pose a question to everybody in the chat. All right, everybody in the chat can answer this, and everybody who's in the call with us right now can answer it as well. What is your favorite horror movie currently? It doesn't have to be of all time. Just what's your favorite horror movie right now? And damn it, Marcel, you can't keep posting that shit in the damn chat. That's fucked up. Anyway, that's really yeah, for you.
My favorite horror movie is one and the only The Exorcist of the old one.
Oh yeah.
I
Classic.
love it. I mean, there's a lot of horror movie. Okay, the scariest horror movie I saw is The Graveyard Encounter. I'm really interested to watch the Annabelle, and there's a lot of other ones. Yeah, The Ring is awesome. Even the Ring, and there's the other one about the Japanese. The Grudge. The Grudge is pretty good too.
Hey,
But
you get
the
to see me. You get to see what I look like as a kid. You know, a little dead
Yes.
kid.
Toshi.
That's me, dude. That's me all day, baby. That's what I looked like when I was a little fucking chinky baby. Yes. Okay, that's creepy because now I don't know if it's you or the fucking thing. Now
No,
I'm freaked
I did
out.
this.
Okay. Now I'm freaked out a little bit. Great.
The
Can't sleep at night.
Exorcist,